Now speak pidgin abeg. Una welcome to the African Girl Story. How una do? Okay, we're able to wrap up with the sole enemy in the family. At least, even if it's not 100% done, we'll leave that topic and enter a new topic. So I'll be sharing 3 major life experience and the lessons I learned from this relationship issue. Before I go into the first story for today, if you know you're not ready to date because you want to get married to that person, please don't date. If you know you're too young and not ready for marriage yet, please don't go into any relationship, especially if you're a female. But in this my story today, it has to do with my very young age and naivety. So I want to share it to everyone out there. We'll be taking it section by section. There are good stories I have already shared about soul enemies in the family. If you know you've not seen most of my stories, you might be lacking somewhere because you may just resonate with some of the storyline. So you listen to the story and see how I navigated out of it. That is the main reason for the story, not to gist. All right, let's journey into today's story. Today's story is a journey of my 3 major relationships that taught me major life lessons. I will start from the number 1. In 2003, I was just going for a WAEC class to write an exam, write my JAM too when it is time, so that I can get into the university. And my female friend, her own boyfriend came to visit her with his friend. And that was how I ran into someone that, to cut the long story short, we started dating. But I gave him a condition. I said I'm still very small, that I'll be a big girl when I'm now in the university. And I know I'm speaking in other people's voices now that are in that age, 18, 19, 20. Wait. Please wait. So he agreed and told me that no problem, that he's ready to wait. And this guy went further. If my father is paying for WAEC in another school, he will go to another school and pay for another WAEC, but with the same name, making sure that if this one doesn't work, this other one will work. Eventually, by the grace of God, I passed my WAEC and I also scored a good grade in my JAM, which is 283, and I gained admission 2005. And when I gained the admission, to me now, because I was in university, year 1, fresh toad, I thought I was now a big girl. The story I'm sharing is more of the spiritual than the physical. So don't be carried away by what I'm saying. I might be joking or saying it like I'm playing, but I'm not playing. I'm trying to bring out something very deep. Now, the first day I had an intercourse with this guy, something mysterious happened. It's as if I was not supposed to date myself in any way or form. But at that time, I didn't even know who I was. I just felt I was like every other girl, lady, person. I never knew I had certain things that are like plus to me. So the moment I left the bed to the bathroom, thunder was striking heavily, but sun was shining. As the thunder was striking, I was in the bathroom. I was just staggering and like, from nowhere, So he came and met the scene and was shouting, Boma, Boma, Boma. So as he was shouting and trying to tap me and all that, I gained my consciousness. I still do not know who I was. But it seems like that gave him an insight or an understanding that there's something about this girl. The age gap was 6 years. I was just about going to my 18 years when it was about 23, 24. Now, when I got myself, I left. I started pondering on this. But it seems my mother still knows that something was wrong. Like, she didn't say what happened, but she knows what happened. And the useless boyfriend also took advantage of it. Who is she? That rain is not falling, just an intercourse. Thunder was striking, meanwhile rain was not falling. That means there is something about her. Now, after that incident, we moved to school. When we moved to school, when I was in year 1, he was in year 2. He was already in the university before I gained admission. But we were to graduate at the same time because he read elect 5 years course. Mine is 4 years, his own was 5 years. So after that incident happened, still on my year 1 clearance, that 2005, before I knew what was happening, one of the days as I was coming to his house, I stopped by supermarket to pick up something. And as I was coming out, I had a major accident that people concluded that I died. Because the fence and the building fell off together with me. Just knowing that guy. As if that was not enough. After the whole, I've given it in one of my African Girl story. The second year, 2006, on the same month, the exact month that will make it 1 year, I had another very serious accident while still going to see this guy. That one was on my knee, like my kneecap, that thing that makes your knee to swing, like for it to be flexible, was showing just a white bag. And the doctor was asking me, what do you worship? Like this is beyond narrow escape. If this bag, just the liquid inside of it, just pour out, your leg will be stiff and you'll never walk for the rest of your life. Please go and thank your God and be more careful. Now, when he said that, there was someone that was really asking me out that came to do NYC that was really disturbing me that period that I refused before I started dating this guy. That guy was now trying to say, can't I see the handwriting? You just started dating as a small girl, young girl that doesn't know anything. Look at the whole thing that's been happening to you back to back. I think something is not right. Something is wrong somewhere. When you know you are very young or naive, leave relationship. Relationship is for those that are mature and ready to settle down. If I know what I know now, I will not do certain things. Because one, I just gained admission to university. So what do I need a man for? You never paid my school fees before? Outside, can I take you